Friends, I wanted to film this little screen share video with you so that you guys can kind of see how to interact with our curriculum. Just to honor our time, if there's ever videos that I can make like this where you can learn and I can kind of walk you through stuff without us having to be away from our families and our other jobs, then I think that's great. So you should have received an email this afternoon, which was an invite by Orange to join the curriculum. So that way you could have access to everything. So once you get that email and you get here and you kind of set everything up, I'm going to show you what it looks like when you log in. And I will send you this link. So if you don't have it, that's okay. So I'm just going to log in and show you guys kind of what it looks like and walk you through it a little bit. So here's the dashboard. This is where all of our Orange curriculum is located. So first look is a preschool curriculum, as you can see. So for the Treehouse, and then 252 kids is for the Clubhouse. So Nikki, you will have administrative access to first look, but you will also be able to view and access Jason's 252 curriculum. You just won't have administrative rights. Jason, the same is true for you. You will have administrative rights with 252. So you can add people, you can take away people, you can download anything that you want to. But you can also look and access the preschool curriculum. So that way you guys, if you want, can kind of see what each area is learning and we can just kind of be mindful of that. I am experimenting with XP3, which is the middle school and high school curriculum. So we're going to be testing that out to see if it's something that we want the entire next gen ministry to utilize. If you guys would like access to that, let me know. I'm happy to give it to you. So that way you guys can kind of see what we're doing if you're interested in that. So let's just jump right on in. We'll look at first look first. So when you click on it, and the elementary is laid out almost like is laid out the exact same way, you will see all of the months that are available for download. So the important thing to remember about our kids' curriculum is that it is released every 3 months. So you can see that we still have access to last month, and then we have the next 3 months. So I would really encourage you guys just to click through these and look through. If you remember the curriculum that we've done previously and just want to familiarize yourself with it, then by all means, go for it. Or if you just want to look ahead, you could do that too. So I'm going to go ahead and click on September since it's this week. So there are 2 options. You can download everything right here where it says premium download all, and then it will automatically download all of this stuff into the September 2022 folder. If you don't want to download all of it, you just want to download bits and pieces, then you are more than welcome to expand this folder right here where my cursor is and go in and look at things a little bit more itemized. When you click on a folder, it will expand it underneath and to the right. So you can figure out where you want to go. So say you want to just do getting started just to get yourself familiar. Then you can come over here, just click the download and just download that portion. I always just download all of it. I would rather have all of it in one place than pick and choose what I need. If I am just looking ahead and I don't really need the full month yet, but I just kind of want to know where we're landing, then I would encourage you to go to the folder, go to groups, and then under group, there's Prelude. When you click on Prelude, it will show you all of these different things for the entire month. I always utilize vision casting. When you click on vision casting, it has a monthly overview. It has little devos, or shorter explanations of where we're going for the leaders. So I like to send out the 4 leaders only and the monthly overview, just so our volunteers know where we're going. They don't all volunteer every Sunday. In fact, the majority of them do not. So they might not know where we were last week and where we'll be next week. So I like sending this out just so that people have a more complete picture. But of course, that will be up to you and what you want to communicate and how you want to communicate it. So I would encourage you, Nikki, just to kind of play around with this. You probably already have, and just kind of become familiar. All right, next we'll look at the elementary curriculum. You can see it's laid out the exact same way. They are different. So the series during the summer are the same because the summer goes along with their VBS curriculum. So during July, or June and July, we will teach the same thing in both areas. Outside of that, they are different. So same thing, Jason, if you could go through and kind of get yourself familiar, you can see again, you can download all right here, or you can scroll down and kind of pick and choose. They are all laid out the same. Okay, so you have your family experience. This is something that we've done a handful of times, but it's meant to be an experience outside of Sunday morning. You could do it on a Sunday morning if you wanted to, but it's basically like a family worship service. We've partnered with other churches in the area to do them before, and they've been kind of indifferent. They weren't a huge success, but they went well for the people that showed up. Groups, you're obviously going to have your large groups and small groups. So when you click on it, large group is going to be everything from stage. And then obviously small group is going to be everything else. Let's see, let me move my little self out of the way. Oh man, I went too far back. That's what I get. Anyways, so you have the family experience, you have groups, home. This is where you can find the devotionals, the parent cues. They do have social media guides if we want to start utilizing social media for children's ministry. We have not consistently done that in the past. But if you think that it's helpful, or you would utilize something like that as a parent, then that's something that we can talk about and kind of figure out together. The thing that I want to show both of you is this folder called Starter. So the Starter folder is meant for smaller churches. So you will notice as you get familiar with our curriculum that it's meant for a pretty large church, especially the elementary. They usually have 2 to 3 adults that they would like to be involved with the teaching time, having a host, having a storyteller, things like that. I edit our lessons so that it is kind of through the Cicero fam filter. If you look at our lessons and they seem too over the top, I would suggest going down here to this Starter because it is made for a smaller, more compact experience. So that it's even going to communicate the lesson in a different way. So sometimes when I don't like what the from stage lesson is doing, or I think they could frame something a little bit better in a different way, then I will always come here to the Starter just to see how they've communicated it a little bit differently. And it's just helpful to get different ideas. And same with the small groups. If you're small, if you're going to be short on help and you want to do something a little differently, then you can always see what's available in the Starter as well. So that's kind of the rundown. I do want to show you guys the store. So if you scroll all the way up here on the left-hand side, you have the dashboard, which is obviously where all of our curriculum downloads are kept. If you go to the orange store, then you will be able to, you can shop curriculum, but what I really use this for is the resources. So if you go here to the resources tab, you can see all of the things that show up. Here, you can find stuff for training leaders. You can have lead small, books, training, and strategies. I have utilized this with the children's ministry, and it has gone over really well. It has been a long time since we've had a training. We've had only one training post-COVID. So it is past time for us to all get together. So this is a great thing to utilize. They also have got just other really helpful stuff for parents, books, and then they have stuff for children as well, where they've got music, posters, books, devos, all sorts of things. So I would look at that too and just see what all Orange has to offer. One of the things that I love about Orange is how cohesive everything is, and it's super user friendly. So the more you can kind of play around with this, then the better off you're going to be. If there's something that you want to purchase, there are add-ons for our curriculum. You can get a video add-on, which we will be doing for the first look because I would like to shift our teaching to video teaching just for consistency and ease. Takes some pressure off of our volunteers and makes it feel less daunting. It also ensures that we're teaching exactly what we want to teach no matter who is in there. Because even the teachers that we have, as phenomenal as they are, they all have different ways of doing it, and it makes it harder to be consistent. But the same is true for 252. So there are media packages, other things like that I have not utilized in the past because I just like to teach. But there are different ways to do it. So as you look through, if there's add-ons that you think would be beneficial, for you in your new role, or things from the Orange store that you would like to purchase, let me know and we can look at the budget. And we are about to start the planning process for the budget for next year. And I'll be inviting you guys into that process as well, just so that you know the budget for your area and kind of what to expect and what you're working with, even though I'll be doing the bulk of the purchasing, just as a hopefully as a load off for you. If you want to purchase stuff, absolutely go for it. Just please make sure you save your receipt and give it to me so we can reimburse you. I don't want you guys covering this stuff personally. So, all of that long caveat to say, if you find something that you would like to purchase within this, just let me know. And I'm happy to help you just get that. So, I wanted to just show you how consistent that this is. So, I'm going to show you what it looks like once you download it. You will notice that once it's downloaded, it is the same format as what is shown here. So whether you get familiar with the curriculum here or in the folder that comes through your downloads, once you kind of familiarize yourself with this, then you'll know exactly where to find what you're looking for. And I think that you'll both realize pretty quickly what you'll utilize more than other things, and then things that you probably won't utilize a ton of. When you download it, it does download in the form of a zip folder. So this may be pretty self-explanatory. Just make sure that you delete that once the zip folder has expanded, because then it's going to take up twice the amount of storage on your computer. And we don't want that. So I'm going to wait another second for this to continue downloading. And then I'll show you kind of the things that I typically go through. If you guys think of other things where I can do a video like this, if this is helpful to you as a just as a way of honoring our time, let me know. I'm happy to do this. Being in grad school, I do stuff like this all the time because I'm in online grad school. Okay, so let me show you what a sample. I don't know why I'm waiting for that to download. Like, I don't have other ones on here. So you can kind of see how I tend to save mine on my computer. I have Treehouse and then the month and the year. So we can go ahead and look at August. So I go through and I pick out the activities that I would like us to do, and then I put them into Canva. Canva is another thing I can give you guys access to. So here's what Canva looks like. Let's just do this too while we're at it. Why not? So Canva is basically like a copy and paste essentially design program. So this is where I go in and edit the Treehouse lessons each week. And I do the same thing with the Clubhouse, just with our small group or our small group activity. So I go through the curriculum that comes in the folder, pick out what we are going to be doing, and then place it into this document. I don't like sending the originals out because we only do a fraction of what they provide. So I don't want to overwhelm people. And I also like the idea of kind of branding it our own way, and just kind of having that consistency. So I will go in and plug all of this. I want to show you guys what the home screen for this looks like. This website does use a significant amount of energy on your computer. So sometimes my computer runs a little slow, especially today when I've got all these little tabby guys open. But this is a great way or a great place to design how you want to format your lessons, things that you want to communicate to volunteers, things you want to communicate to parents. It's all very easy and straightforward. And this could be a part of the training if you would like it to be. So this is what it kind of looks like. So you can see that you can design almost anything. And you can see recent stuff. Our whole church staff essentially uses this. You can see communications uses it. Matthew's got his worship and prayer night that he's plugged in. You can see my high school ministry stuff right there. You can put them in folders. So we could create a folder over here, and then you could do something, and then instead right here where it says student ministry, you could put Jason or Nikki or Treehouse, Clubhouse, whatever. But you can kind of look through. You can see this is where I did all of our next gen handouts, where I did your picture frames, all of those fun things, my ministry reports, which is super boring. But it's just a great place to get ideas. So like if I wanted to, for example, I wanted to create a postcard to send to new kids just to help them feel seen and to have kind of a personal touch. You can just search postcard, and then eventually all of the templates come up. And then you can see over here on the left-hand side that you can narrow your search if you want by color, theme, style, all different kinds of stuff. You could type in kids postcard, and then you would get ones more specific to children. But if you are looking through our curriculum and you see that it doesn't look like what I hand out, it's because I utilize this website. This website is free. Oh, somebody's at the door. But we have a paid subscription where we get like, so where it has like this pro icon, then we get to utilize all of the things instead of just that. All right, well, somebody is knocking on my door, so I need to go. But I hope this was helpful. I hope it saved us some time, some of your time. And if you have any questions, let me know. We'll go over this when we get together personally. I just wanted to show you guys how to utilize it in case you want to start looking at it.